We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go, Sweetie!
Check me out.
Kill!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
Number 53, line 53.
And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hey, alert 33.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Bang, 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 bang.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Out, 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 out.
Choose it.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
53's Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
To throw is Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you bring some doubt in their minds.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Mayfield. He's got the hook on Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
He's coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield now. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Lefty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Sunday.
Wentz now on first down. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Wentz. And he finds Parker here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Double tight.
Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On play action, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie there to bat that one away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Pistol. Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mike's 50. And watch the line.
Mayfield on 1st down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Check.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Right there.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
King. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tackles, tackles.
Run.
Mike, 53, Mike. Move. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Here's Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
53, check 53.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Jarvis Landry.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
Colquitt on the punt for the Browns.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable here for Callaway. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mack Wilson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
You don't want no problems with me.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Let's get 61. Match box lights. Get him.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Regular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
20!
Working from the gun, Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wentz again. The quick slant caught. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Go. 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
46 down, man. 5-4.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. And we got to get to the ball.
Throwing is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Callaway on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Wentz now to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Get the ball.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Able to get away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They go with Chubb on second down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
We're good.
From the 39, Wentz steps away to his left. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Wentz now on 1st down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let go. 53. Check 53.
To throw is Wentz. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Go. 20.
Mike, I got it.
Here. Man 5-7.
Mike. 53 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out there.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are able to cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Let's go. Do it.
The Browns drive about to get started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Chubb, fighting off the defender, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 times. We got 4.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The number 1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go number 1 overall. And he did, showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership. It's the toughness. It's the moxie that he exhibits. And his teammates just feed off of it.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.